My friend, I may not know your story, the pain you've endured, the nights you've cried in silence, the weight you've carried behind closed doors. But I came with a message today, a holy interruption that will shake the foundations of your discouragement. God knows. He sees what others miss. He hears what you can't bring yourself to say. He feels the ache behind your strength, the heaviness behind your smile. And He has not turned His face from you. In fact, the very reason you're hearing these words right now is because God is about to move. A divine transfer is coming, not by chance, not by coincidence, but by the decree of heaven, straight from the throne of mercy into the heart of your life. Some of you have been walking through seasons of lack of peace, lack of strength, lack of clarity, lack of support. You've questioned God's nearness. You've prayed until your voice trembled, only to be met with silence. You've watched doors stay shut. You've seen others rise while you wrestled to stand. But hear me now. God has not forgotten you. He is not ignoring you, and He is certainly not done with you. What He's building in secret will soon be revealed in power. What He's preparing behind the veil will soon shatter every delay with divine fulfillment. This divine transfer is not ordinary, it's not random, it's not luck, it's the result of your obedience, your endurance, your surrender. This isn't about begging for scraps from heaven's table. This is about God declaring it's your time. Your time for peace, your time for clarity, your time for strength restored and purpose ignited. So stand still, child of God, lift your eyes, open your hands, because what's coming is not just an answer to your prayer, it's a fulfillment of your destiny. There is a shift coming that no demon can block, no enemy can sabotage, and no human hand can interfere with. What is written for you cannot be erased by another. The delay was never denial, it was preparation. You've been forged in the fire for this moment, and God has been watching the furnace. He never left the room. He's been waiting for the fullness of time, and that time is near. Some of you have been surviving on just enough, living paycheck to paycheck, living faith to faith, day to day, tear to tear. But a divine transfer is not about survival. It's about overflow. When God moves, He doesn't come with a spoon, He comes with a flood. And when He decides to shift something in your favor, there is nothing you will lack. The energy you lost is coming back. The time you feel was wasted is going to be restored. The people who walked out are going to be replaced by people who walk in with divine assignment. You've been in a waiting room while others have been in the spotlight. But understand this, a waiting room is not a punishment, it's preparation for promotion. When God puts you on hold, it's not to hurt you, it's to build you, shield you, and align things that are unseen. What is coming to your life is not random, it is targeted. It carries your name, your purpose, and your destiny. And when it hits, you'll look back and say, if I had gotten it sooner, I wouldn't have been ready. If I had taken that route, I would have missed the blessing. Thank God for the wait, because now I can handle the weight. God is not stingy. God is not a withholder. God is a giver, a provider, a restorer. And what you need, whether it is spiritual strength, mental clarity, financial stability, or relational peace, is already accounted for in heaven. You're not asking for something God has to invent. It's already prepared. The issue isn't whether God can do it. The issue is whether you will trust Him while He unfolds it. And let me tell you, your faith has not gone unnoticed. Every time you chose to believe when you had no proof, heaven recorded it. Every time you prayed when you were discouraged, it was written. Every tear you cried was caught, not wasted. The transfer is coming because your faith has pulled it down. And hear this, a divine transfer does not always begin with addition. It begins with subtraction. Some things had to be taken, some people had to leave, some plans had to fall through. Because what God is sending cannot fit in a crowded room. He had to make space. That closed door wasn't a curse, it was pruning. That disappointment wasn't punishment, and it was pruning. That loss didn't end your story, and it refined it. You're not being punished, you're being positioned. And when God positions you, even setbacks become setups for divine encounters. Do not let the weariness in your bones deceive you. Do not let the quietness of the season make you think heaven is silent. Do not let the whispers of doubt drown out the roar of destiny. God is about to do something that will shut the mouth of every liar who said you would never rise. He is about to shift the balance in your favor. The ones who thought you were finished are about to see God lift you, not because you're perfect, not because you earned it, but because God delights in doing the impossible through the overlooked. You are not forgotten, you are not forsaken, you are not overlooked. You are favored, and favor doesn't need public approval, it just needs divine timing. And when the timing of God meets the faith of His servant, nothing can stop what is about to be birthed. There is a divine transfer that's going to touch your household, your mind, your future. It's not coming from man, it's coming from God. That means no one can take credit and no one can block it. What's coming for you is coming by the hand of the one who formed you in secret and called you in purpose. Lift your head, straighten your back. You are not beneath, you are being prepared to be above. You are not abandoned, you are being set apart. The waiting season was not punishment, it was preservation. God has kept you not because He was ignoring you, but because He was saving the best for last. You will not go down in defeat. You will not end in shame. You will not break beneath the pressure. The same God who sustained you in the valley, He is the God who will elevate you in the light. And let me tell you something else. This divine transfer is not just for your comfort. It's for your calling. When God blesses, He blesses with purpose. You're not being lifted so you can sit pretty. You're being raised so you can carry weight. What you've been through has not been in vain. You've got something to say now. You've got scars that speak. You've got wisdom that came through wounds. And you've got the strength of someone who's been through hell but never gave up. An act of merit's got to get up. That's who God raises. Not the flashy, but the faithful. Not the loud, but the loyal. And you've been loyal to God even when it was lonely. So prepare your heart, not for more of the same, but for the supernatural. God is about to release favor you didn't apply for, opportunities you didn't chase, doors you didn't knock on, connections you didn't plan. Why? Because your obedience pulled it, your faith unlocked it, your surrender drew it in. You've been sowing in tears, but you're about to reap in joy. You've been trusting in silence, but God is about to speak publicly. The same God who hid you is about to reveal you. And when He reveals you, it will be undeniable. Nobody will be able to say it was coincidence. They'll look and say, surely this is the work of God. So walk like it's coming, pray like it's near, live like it's already been done. Because God doesn't give warnings without a reason. This message is not hype, it is a heavenly announcement. Something is being shifted, something is being released, something is being reordered, and your name is on it. Your season is changing, your wilderness is ending, your oil is flowing again, and your joy is about to return. Stay faithful, stay humble, stay ready. Because when God transfers, He doesn't trickle, He floods. When God opens His hand, He satisfies every need. When God moves, no man can reverse it. This is not the time to quit. This is not the time to doubt. This is not the time to shrink back. This is the moment to believe, with every fiber in your being, that God is still in control. That He has not overlooked your prayers. That He has not forgotten your name, that He has not ignored your obedience. A divine transfer is not about what you can earn, it's about what God has already determined, and what has been determined in heaven is about to manifest on earth. The same God who brought water out of a rock can bring provision out of your desert. The same God who made a way through the sea can make a way through your mess. Don't let what you see confuse what you believe. The transfer is not about sight, it's about faith. And if you have the faith to believe it, God has the power to deliver it. There is a shaking happening in the Spirit, a stirring, a shifting. And when God shifts, things move fast and suddenly, without warning, without protocol. That's how heaven moves, and it moves for those who are ready. Not perfect, just ready. Are you ready? Are you expectant? Are you open? Because God doesn't force favor, He flows it to the prepared. Don't worry about who left. Don't worry about what you lost. Don't worry about how it will happen. Just know God knows. He knows what you need. He knows how to get it to you. He knows what time it will arrive. And when it does, you will not be able to explain it. You'll only be able to testify, God did this. You are not empty. You are not abandoned. You are not cursed. You are on the edge of something divine, and it's coming straight to you. Hold on a little longer, trust a little deeper, expect a little greater. Because God is moving, and when He moves, He brings it all with Him. Healing, restoration, provision, purpose, protection, and peace. The transfer is not just coming to your hands, it's coming to your heart, your household, your destiny. You've cried long enough. You've waited long enough. You've fought long enough. Now get ready. God knows you need it, and it's coming. Let me tell you something, and I need you to hear it with every ounce of your spirit. God is not trying to impress you. He is trying to bless you. But before the blessing flows, He often breaks. He doesn't break you to destroy you. He breaks you to prepare the vessel for what is about to be poured. Many of you have been feeling that break. You've been feeling stretched, stripped, tested, and torn. And you've wondered, why God? Why now? Why me? But God answers not with words, but with outcomes. He lets the storm come not to shake your faith, but to strengthen your roots. He allows the pressure not to crush you, but to press the oil out of you. You cannot carry the weight of the divine until you have gone through the refining. You cannot step into purpose until you've passed through fire. You see, God's preparation doesn't look like comfort. It looks like chaos to the natural eye. But to the spiritual, it's alignment, it's precision, it's orchestration. The setbacks are setups. The losses are lessons. The tears are water for the seeds of your next harvest. And that harvest, my friend, is not going to be common, it's going to be supernatural. You won't just receive what others expect, you will receive what only God can provide. And this is important. Stop measuring God's promises by human standards. His ways are not your ways. His timing is not your calendar. What takes man 10 years, God can do in a moment. He can open one door that changes your entire bloodline. He can send one opportunity that redeems a decade of delay. He can whisper one instruction that shatters every chain that's held you back. And He does it not because you are worthy in the eyes of man, but because you have been faithful in the eyes of God. Some of you think it's too late. You think you're too old, too broken, too far gone. You think the window has closed, that the moment has passed. But hear this, God is not limited by time. Time bends to His will. And when He says now, every force in existence bows. The years you thought were wasted, He can redeem. The energy you thought was gone, He can restore. The opportunity you think you missed, God can bring it back around. Better, bigger, more blessed than you can ever imagine. When God transfers something, it is never random. It is always righteous. It is always measured. It is always intentional. This is why the process has felt so intense. You are not just being blessed, you are being entrusted. God doesn't waste His power on vanity. He blesses with vision. And He is about to place something in your life that will not only change your condition, it will change your capacity. You won't just be healed, you will become a healer. You won't just be restored, you will become a restorer. You won't just be lifted, you will become a lifter of others. You must understand that what you're going through has been shaping your spiritual authority. Pain forges power. Loss forges wisdom. Delay forges discernment. And without those things, the blessing would crush you. But now, God sees that you're not who you were. You've grown. You've matured. You've learned how to hear Him in silence and trust Him in darkness. That's why the transfer's coming, not just because you need it, but because you're ready to carry it. Don't let people distract you in this hour. When God is about to move, the enemy sends noise. He sends offense, confusion, temptation, and distraction. He wants your mind off the promise and on the problem. He wants your eyes off the spiritual and glued to the natural. But you must rise above the noise. You must protect your focus like it's your future. Because it is. Keep your eyes on God. Keep your heart guarded. Keep your spirit tuned. Because when the hand of God moves, it does not wait for public consensus. It moves for those who are aligned, alert, and available. And let me make something very clear. You don't need to chase what God has commanded to come to you. You don't have to manipulate, force, beg, or strive. You only need to be faithful. Divine transfers are attracted to obedience. When you stay faithful in the dark, God rewards you in the light. You may not have the platform, but you've got the presence of God. You may not have the network, but you've got the favor of God. And favor can do what connections never could. Favor can lift you from the back of the line to the front without explanation. Favor can bring resources to your feet that you didn't even ask for. God is not looking for perfection. He is looking for surrender. He is looking for those who will say, even when I don't see it, I will trust you. Even when I don't feel it, I will believe you. That's who the divine transfer is coming for. Not the loudest, not the most polished, not the most connected, but the most surrendered. God can use anyone who stays humble, who stays hungry, and who keeps their heart pure. Your tears have been seen. Your prayers have been heard. And God is dispatching things into your life, even now, that you cannot comprehend. He is aligning people who will support your next season. He is clearing out enemies before you even reach the battlefield. He is touching hearts in rooms where your name is being mentioned, and you haven't even entered the door yet. That's how God works. He goes before you. He works behind the scenes. And when the curtain opens, all you can do is fall on your knees and say, only God could have done this. But hear me closely. Don't just prepare your hands to receive. Prepare your heart to steward. The blessing is not about status, it's about service. What you are receiving is meant to be poured out again. It's not just for you to hold, it's for you to release. God is transferring wealth, wisdom, influence, and insight, not for your ego, but for His glory. Not for your applause, but for the healing of others. The weight of this blessing requires spiritual maturity. It requires you to stay grounded, stay grateful, and stay generous. There will be tests. There will be distractions. There will be temptations to slip into pride or to doubt again. But remember this. The same God who brought it to you is the same God who can keep you through it. Don't look at the size of the blessing. Look at the strength of your God. Don't let the fear of failure rob you of the joy of divine favor.